Hey, Fall from Got Memories. Okay, so I'm doing a mini DV camcorder job. So mini DV tapes. And as I talk about again and again in my videos, the problems with these tapes. And I turn my back on transfers and this happens. And this is what everybody is getting back from all these cheap companies. If at all, nothing, blue screen, because the video heads get clogged. There's no freon in the chemical makeup of the videotapes. So minute particles with heat, moisture, or just time. I don't care where if you stored them indoors, great. If you stored them, even inside, they're coming through with problems. Now, this tape right there, if I stop this, I haven't even started it, but let's have a look here. I did have a problem when I first popped that tape in. There were bars on the screen. I was like, let me just let that roll because it cleared up. And sometimes it is just the tape. There was moisture on the heads. That was a wedding outside. It could have been in, a humid environment. Moisture gets on the heads. And then, it wrecks the tape. I have to sometimes not only know about all the mechanics and what's going on, but also look at the footage and go, right, where does this customer live? Oh, in Orlando. Oh, what's the day? July, humid in Orlando. I'm guessing, I don't know where this is, but just those kind of things that you look out for using your noggin, because you have to take your time with all this stuff. Especially this day and age with all this aging media that was designed to last 5-10 years before problems arise. Then you're fighting the players as well. So I've popped in a cleaning tape in here, and I'm going to run the cleaning tape. Cleaning tapes are one thing, that's kind of just a quick fix. You can get them, but make sure that they are brand new, sealed, because if they've been used once, they're crap. So once you've used them, you got to chuck them. So I'm just going to run that. I'm going to eject it. And it's somebody's wedding. It's 2008, so that was 16 years ago. So these tapes are 16 years old. And that's young. Tapes I'm getting in are over 40 years old. So... and the players are a nightmare. These particular players are prone to it not closing the screen, like this. These are very prone to issues. Oh, it's not even powered up. And also the LCD screen's going as well. Like you touch it and it just won't go. So all of these players have their quirks. And there we go. And the telltale sign is usually at the beginning. Oh, there it was there. A little blip of pixelation. September 2008, so it could be somewhere. It looks kind of stormy, humid. I'm like a weatherman watching this stuff because I know that these players are very prone to moisture, on the heads recording. So I'm going to be watching that one like a hawk. I watch all this stuff. Once it's captured, I check. The counters stop reading. This has only been going for 20 minutes. So the last few frames, if it's pixelated on the last few frames, then I know that there's an issue. It kind of start to crap out. If I start to see bars and pixelation, that means that, the video head's going to crap, but it's a nice clean break. You also listen to the audio. Audio's nice and loud. It's another thing, you've got to boost the audio on this stuff. I see so many companies, you can barely hear any of this stuff. Okay, that's good to go. Trim the back end. That's good to go. And also you kind of look, and I'm like, okay, that's tape number 2 of the wedding, so that's why it's only 20 minutes long. It makes sense. You got to do your research, because blue screen doesn't mean shit. If it's blue screen, half of the time it means that the video heads have gotten dirty and you got to clean them. And this is why you pay somebody good money to monitor all this stuff and take their time with everything, because these companies that you're sending off for all these cheap Facebook crappy ads, they're just digitizing junk. And That's why people are getting back all their stuff with stickers all over it saying they can't transfer anything, or there's footage missing, the audio's gone, there's pixelation, there's jumpy screens, static. This is the norm with this stuff these days. So you have to be making sure that you're monitoring stuff. And sometimes I'm doing tapes 2, 3, 4 times over. 30% of the time, everything goes perfectly with what I do. 30% of the time is great. 70%, absolute pain in the ass. And I don't give up. And you can't, because this is like, if it's someone's wedding, I know all my customers, speaking to them, texting them, emails. So I know everybody's stuff that's coming in, personalized customer service for personalized type of service. Anyway, if you do have mini DV, you're going to need many different camcorders, backups to second guess against any problem tapes you have. Everything on eBay is junk. A lot of it is just inoperable. Some people that were asking stupid money, no guarantees. You could pop the tape in, doesn't work. Then you got to buy a head cleaner. Then you got to go find a VCR repair guy. Then that's just with one camera. It's an absolute bloody nightmare, even for me, because most of the stuff I buy on eBay is junk. So you have to really know what you're doing. But if you would like me to do it and just go, you know what, F it, I'm going to give it to Phil at Got Memories. I do charge a fair rate. I'm fair, but I'm nowhere near the cheapest because I put so much work into this, and I'm a professional, and I don't have huge numbers and huge workloads. I manage my workflow so I can spend more time with things. So you get what you pay for. So as I say again and again in my videos, and that's why I've got so many videos, and I just keep banging on about the same thing so people get the message, because I'm tired of hearing about all the crap. And there's no consumer awareness. So anyway, same old. Oh, and this is another thing. If you are hiring a transfer company, you're making sure that they're putting all the data in there. And if there's no data, no labels, guess what? I go through this stuff and I have the time code readings. I put that in the to and the from. I do a lot of data mining within the content to find out what the hell's going on. So you get back all of this information as opposed to just a bunch of numbers. Half of my customers have got nothing written on stuff, and when they get it all back, it looks like this, and they're like, holy crap, wow, that's amazing. I know, yeah. Anyway, added value. That's what I give. I give everything with this business. So, Anyway, if you'd like me to do your stuff for you, you can go to gotmemories.com, fill the quote form out as best you can. If you are in Phoenix, I am by appointment for drop-offs. Other than that, all the best to you. Cheers.